Oh, sorry about that. Is anybody still there? My mic was muted while I was backstage. It's because I started with my table cam up. Oh my God, I'm sorry. All right. Okay. All right. Problem. All right. I'm back again. All right, guys. Hey. Anybody still there? Anybody still there? Can you hear me now? Okay, great. Hi, thanks, Pine Fox. All right. I don't know if any of those other folks stuck around. All right. I was just well, I've had to bring that up. Let me see if I can change the layout a bit here so that how does that work? All right. Okay, that puts me tiny. All right, let me put myself in here. There we go. All right. All right. Thanks, everybody. All right. Cheers. All right. Here I am. All right. Just I've been doing these live stream shows for my Kickstarter. I had this problem yesterday. I'm making it up as I go along. Yesterday I sat down and I wrote a nice long update for the Kickstarter to get going, and I got it all kind of in. Everything was done and in place, and then Kickstarter ate it, and I was like, "Oh no, I have to do it all again." Did it all again. Got it back right. Today I started this live stream and I talked away, and I got it all right, and apparently the sound was wrong. So all right, here I am. I'm Chuck. Thank you for checking out the show. I'm doing some live drawing to promote my Kickstarter, Astrokitty in Urfspace. If you're wondering what Astrokitty in Urfspace is all about, then go along to Kickstarter. You can find it at www.astrokitty.co because, well, I didn't want to pay thousands of dollars to get astrokitty.com. So, maybe, if this Kickstarter does really well, I can make it astrokitty.com. But for now, it's astrokitty.co. And what you're going to get there is a book that I did of all these drawings of Astrokitty. And well, here's one of them on my table. That's one of them. There's I did a whole bunch of these over the last couple of years, and I did all these other sort of kind of sketch drawings, like these sort of live drawings and drawings that I've been videoing, and this sort of process. And a lot of times I'm sort of drawing without like a lot of underdrawing. In my previous work, I'd done a more sort of complicated, building things up in pencils, blah blah blah, and I've really been trying to throw that out the window and just sort of go straight in and draw with pen. So without too much more ado, I'm going to sort of get on and do that. I've got some paper here. I've got to figure out exactly what I'm going to draw. I did some different models. Someone followed me on the TikTok this week, and I drew her yesterday, Rumpelstiltskin. Thank you, Rumpelstiltskin. And so let me. All right. Hopefully, if I turn myself over there, all right, you can still hear me now, right? Hi, Bruce. Hi, Bruce, buddy. How you doing? Great. Thanks for tuning in. All right, everybody. Here we go. All right. Oh, my camera's quite pulled out like that. Okay. Wait, what if I do like this? Okay, that's good. All right, I'll zoom in a little. All right. Now I just got to find something to draw. I could draw Cynthia again. I've got that pose of Cynthia that I did the painting. You wanting to draw that one? Okay. That was a bit cheeky. Let's see. Let me try and get this so it's filling up the screen a bit. There we are. All right. Look, also part of this Astrokitty doing a Kickstarter. If I'm doing a Kickstarter, it gives me an excuse to sort of get out there and talk to you and talk about my work, and get to know you guys a bit better, and just get on with it and practice doing what I'm doing now, which I've sort of been building up to a bit over the years. I mean, when I first started doing some live streams in 2022, I was still quite like, it's quite difficult to draw anything when you think there's people looking at you. I mean, that goes back to every kid, I think, at school. And the teacher comes and you want to hide your work or whatever. Self-criticism, I suppose. So part of it is sort of just doing things that sort of feel good and feel fun, and not worrying about it too much. So let's see. All right. Oh, okay, here's one. All right. Okay. This is Astrokitty. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, I kind of like this pose with them. All right. Okay, so this is someone. Okay, this is not very well censored. Right, let's just max it. Okay. This is someone who. Oops. Okay, come on. Let's go. Oh wait, is the camera mirrors? That's helpful to know that. No, it's not. All right. Ooh. Oh wait, I left that comment up. Wait, hang on. Sorry. Oh my god. All right, folks. All right, I'm getting there. Getting there. Look, and the idea is that by the end of this Kickstarter, which is, well, I mean, I only set it to run for like a few weeks, so 20 more days. So we'll see where we're at when we finish. All right. But this here, well, all right, let's see. Where am I starting? All right, this is an interesting angle. All right. All right, that's going to be okay. All right. Also, where are you on the page? Where you're? Oh, I'm really off the page where you can see. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to go back. I'll tell you what. I think I'm going to have to change this layout a bit. Let's see. Does this work? No. Let's see. Okay, I think I've had to change off the chat. Right. That's probably better. Okay, that's better. That's better. All right. All right. Remember, I'm doing these with no pencils, so I'll get a bit stuck with whatever line I do. The first time, you got to get it right. No do-overs, no undos. Well, there's a bit of undos because you can. I might use some white hair to fix it later, and I might, before I take them in a book, I might clean them up a little bit if there's something that really bugs me. But I don't know. For everything you fix, you take something away. Look at the original Star Wars. All right, let's get this face in here. So this is someone I know. Well, I'm not. Again, it's somebody else I haven't met personally. It gets a bit harder when you know people personally, but I know them from online and on TikTok, and through the world of gaming, I guess, and from my work for Goodwin Games. So they're another, I guess, a real life Astrokitty. And in case you don't notice, I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, they're more of a. They're not Astrokitty because they're more of a foxy person. And well, I like Judge Dredd. So generally, I'm fan, and I'm a judge myself. So I want to know what. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Really wanna. The thing is, when I do a really close-up, I get a bit confused about the eyes when I do a really close-up portrait. Like the dot eyes work obviously quite well when it's small, and when you get bigger, you're like, well, should I be doing dot eyes, or should I start doing real people's? I haven't quite figured that one out yet. Then you sort of fall into the thing of like following a style, which is good because people like to follow styles. So okay. Well, I'm not quite like Ferris Bueller in that I did take some lessons. I didn't never took a lesson. And I did a lot of self-teaching. I'm quite a self-teacher anyway, so I like to read I like to learn it from a book. I learn it from a book. But yeah, he learns it from a book. But all right, he's also in England, so he's doing it. Alrighty. Right, your eyes normally way more hidden there if you're watching this. All right, this is probably not seeing any pencils first. That's okay. Yeah, that very first line I did, I was like, okay, just ignore that very first line because that's now I don't know myself. I don't know. I'm not really. I don't think I'm really. I'm not really an Astrokitty. I'm more of a space jet. Okay. Let me say drawing goggles. Is anyone worse at drawing glasses than drawing goggles? But all right, get there in the end. We'll get there. Don't panic. You know, when I come and slap in some black, that really helps me get away with a lot. Right, you do really prefer to be covered that way, don't you? I know. Well. And, you know, send me a cease and desist. It's just before it's too late. I'll take it down, don't worry. If anyone complains. So far, most people like it, but once in a while. I mean, I don't really consider myself a caricaturist either. It's always sort of my take on it. I mean, sometimes I can get a good likeness. But I mean, I know guys that do that. I don't know, I heard a story from Greg. I can't remember if this happened to him or someone that he knew, but if he just, somebody like commissioned a caricature and they just ripped it up. They didn't like it. Well, I'm over here on the internet, so you can rip it up. But you know, if anybody's that unhappy, I'll mail it to you, and you can rip it up yourself. All right. Now this is where we get into this, like, what is going on with costumes here. All right. You know, then this is where I usually start going, oh, like, no, there's really a lot of thought gone into this, and I should be thinking about it more myself. Now, okay. I see. I'm just trying to figure this out here. Oh, there's somebody at the door. Right. I do like to put stress on myself. Not only am I doing it without a pencil, I'm doing it on a camera, and I'm doing it someone that I know and respect. So, you know, adds to the pressure. All right. Okay. All right. Wait, what we got? Okay. Okay, what we got going on up here? All right, and then we got some. Oh, well, the bit going off the page here, but we got some cat ears coming in. And you know, when I'm done, I'll scan them in and post them so you can see them more properly. And again, as we go, I hope to get this technique. I've sort of been practicing in various ways, but Doug Kovacs, who's the lead artist at Goodman Games, since we're talking about Goodman Games with Foxy here, who I've done a lot of work for, and it's not the only Foxy I know. Actually, there's a guy in Basingstoke who's Foxy too. Foxy, if you're watching, mate, how you doing? Oh my god. whichever Foxy's watching. Thank you for watching. Thanks for everybody who's watching. All right. Well, okay, something went a bit off there. Right, hang on. We'll get it back. Don't worry, because we'll put some shadows in. All right. Now what? All right. Well, that's another fine mess I've got me into. This is like where I change hats from like, okay, I did that bit, now I'm doing this job. I'm like, okay, thanks, mate. Really left me a real ham-fisted job there. Come in and fix all that. See, over at Marvel, they have like a production line. One person does the pencils, somebody does the ink. Somebody did the writing, and they usually do a good job with that too. So everyone's working away, doing their best job, living their best life. But for personal reasons, I did it my way. Actually, yes, this brush stuff really requires most inking. And actually, do it properly. I should. I'm very obsessed with being proper. I should move the paper around so that I just do it all very neat, and I would have penciled it all out beforehand. But it's sort of more fun this way. Now, I know Phil Foglio a little bit. He does Girl Genius comics, and I highly recommend you check out Girl Genius because he's a genius, and actually I haven't caught up on it myself in a while. He's genius, and where was I going with that? Sorry. The goggles. Here we go. Yeah, he said when he was doing that, like his biggest seller on his website was the steampunk goggles, and he was sort of ordering them from the, because they were proper things that he was ordering from the welding suppliers or wherever you get them. I don't know. And they were like, "Wow, you're one of our biggest customers." I thought that was hilarious. Well, I'm doing all this stuff off the top you can't see. Okay, I should move it. All right, okay, I'm being silly. All right, wait. I sort of got it fixed in the weird idea that you can see it better if I fix it. But actually, okay, look, you see, I'm doing these ears here. You can probably see it better if I move it down here, can't you? All right. If anyone would like to be a producer on this show, send me a letter. All right, I'll try again. This is going to be the last one this week. I'll do them again on Monday. I'm going to be quite focused on this Kickstarter while it's running. To serve you, and I need your backing. Oh my god, these things don't fund themselves. It's down to you. Otherwise, you know what? I'm going to have to go and do some like corporate work for the man. Right, I know you probably want me to get on with some of that stuff. Well, I'm talking about Goodman Games. I'm going to be busy with them again in a minute. Right, wait. the shadowy bits now. There's a smaller brush. Let's come up here a bit. Now, okay, I'm going to come in with some colour there. Let's see. Where am I doing some shadow though? And well, thank you, Foxy. This is sort of my way of a thank you. I hope you see it as a thank you. And I'm like, oh my god. Thank you for your support and for sending me packets of good things from Goodman Games, which I appreciate. And actually, if you're Foxy in Basingstoke, I would draw you too, mate. I definitely would. Yeah, it's actually a lot easier for me if it's not taped down. I've sort of been a bit obsessed with this idea of keeping it taped down for some reason. All right, but yeah, hopefully, after like doing a month of these during the Kickstarter, I mean, it'll be ending on the 5th of June. Right, so you've got a bit of time. But it's been a bit quiet today and yesterday, so come on. But I know, who needs another Kickstarter anyway? Do we need another hero? All we want is life beyond the Thunderdome. I don't know. I don't know why that's coming into my head. Yeah. Tina Turner. Very popular in this household. There we go. How long? All right. Yeah, I mean, I could. I'm gonna reread like that way, so I'm gonna actually just sort of do that a bit more. A little more. I just killed it. We'll see. That'll be fine. It will be fine. It will be fine in the end. I might even come like, because I know. Okay, I'm going to come. I'm actually going to hit it with a white hat in a bit, but all right, we'll be fine. We'll be fine actually, because I'm going to use the paint pen. We'll be fine. We will fix it. We will fix it. Hit the hands up who watched Bagpuss. If this Astrokitty doesn't get good support, I'm gonna have to go back. It'll become a children's drawing show. Probably going to do that anyway. All right, wait. Now, I need the right colour. Right, this is the ASMR bit where I go through. All right, that's quite orangey. All right. Let me think about this. All right, well, I'm going to start with this orange because it's quite. Well, wait, if I got a different one. Okay, well, that might get a bit painful. What else have we got? Again, I expect people who are serious about this thing plan it all out. But look, it's actually quite demanding running a Kickstarter. I really have a good brown. You have a lot of brown. I got this one. It's a bit too tan. I've got a brown felt tip. All right, actually, that's quite good. All right. Oh, I've got some inks here too. I don't want to go crazy with those just yet. All right. Well, let me just check them. Hang on, actually. Actually, what's this one? Deep red. This one's very orangey. Sunshine yellow. Okay. This one's orange. What's this one? Vermilion. That's a little too. Somewhere between sunshine yellow and vermilion, though. Maybe I end up in the right place. Was you any requests? Paint pens? I think I'm going to use the paint pen because of this thing I was doing with the hair here. All right. Here we go. Does anybody know? Yeah, Bagpuss again. Very similar viewing. Where I come from. All right. Okay. Yeah, now Judge Foxy, you can find him on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. Yeah, and oh my god, I'm so bad at pronouns. Please forgive me if I make any mistakes. I try to say them. Okay. How are we doing so far? I don't know, I'm leaning a little towards doing more pupil, but let's have a look now. What other colours have we got here? All right, I've got to go with what I've got. All right. Okay. Okay, we need a little more here. All right. What else have we got going on here? Ooh, look at this. What have we got there? Some stitching. All right. Here's this felt tip I was talking about. See how this is going to do. I think it's got a brush on it, sort of. I don't know if I really love that colour, to be honest. Some of these vary in colour quite a bit. All right, that's going to be good enough, I think. I'm not finding any bad. Again, I would say that Judge Foxy probably makes better color choices. Okay, actually, okay, wow, actually, this we're learning here. All right, that should be really okay. Well, maybe next time I'll draw like a Judge Dredd, Judge Foxy. But all right, here's just a regular Judge Foxy. All right, what else we got going on here? Oh, hello. Okay. This is pretty. Okay. Am I ready? Am I ready? And then actually, whatever reason this is now. Oh dear, okay, I'm gonna go. This is just one of those little details I got to take care of, really. Alrighty. I don't know why I'm chuckling. I was just sort of chuckling at my own private thoughts, which I'm not going to share with you. Sorry. That's why I was chuckling. Sorry, sometimes they go off on one in my head. All right. Okay, trying to stay focused. All right. Well, if you want me to stay focused, I'm assuming you can hear me now at this point as well. Maybe you can't. I don't know. It started off so well. All right, the drawing's going quite well. I'm not too unhappy with it. I think I have to give you a little more people because you don't look. You got to sort of. I can't really get that dark look with that doing it. So sometimes I'm gonna go and do that. But let's see if I don't kill it too much. All right, let's see. Let's try and get this quite right. Okay. I'm going to change it. I'm probably going to change it quite a bit. Jams. Sometimes I feel like I should do this sort of thing earlier in the drawing, but you can usually see this on you. Right. That's usually really neat. All right. Well, okay. Okay, that's all right. So I'll slap on a little paint here and I'm coming with a little white too. Ooh, where's the white? Right, actually, more than that, I need to do a little. All right, now look. Okay, how am I going to do that? Okay. All right. This is quite light. Maybe this will do it. All right, now we need a little shade. Just go down marker maybe. Default mode. Now, in a minute, I'm going to have to put some words in Judge Foxy's mouth here. And I'm sure they're going to be along the lines of back the Astrokitty Kickstarter. Oh, hello. How are we doing here? I want to do a little darkening on some of the hair. I'm a little worried, though, what is going to occur. This is going to be too radical. Right. It's going to absorb it a bit. Wait, I need a lighter one. Lighter. Yeah. Right. No. Pay attention, pay attention. I'm fussing over these goggles so much. I just think I can sort of bring some of the other colours in there. I think that's really what it is. We've done that. We've dried a bit of light up. Okay. All right, how are we doing? Are we nearly there yet? I don't know. I mean, you can keep going for ages, but then sometimes you're like, after a bit, you've done too much. There's a little orange on here too. Ooh, a little. The wrong colour. Okay. Just about. Woo. All right. Astrokitty. Now, this isn't Astrokitty. This is, look, let me get the spelling right here. Here we go. Hang on. Wait, okay. I better go to TikTok.
America is in trouble.
Oh, America's in trouble, apparently.
Why is America?
Look, okay, here's what I've got to say about America. Ever since I've lived here, people have like gone on about how scared they are of clowns, and now for some reason they put a clown in charge. I find that all a bit hard to understand. Number of people that you hear like, "Oh, I'm terrified of clowns." Well, I'm scared of clowns. They're nice. I mean, okay, once in a while you get a bad one, but mostly they're fine. Judge Foxy, like, okay, I'm trying to. How do you know when it was? Okay. Judge. He's not a. They're not a judge. They're not a judge like Judge Dredd. They're not Judge Dredd. I get a bit confused. So I was thinking about Judge Dredd, but they're Judge Foxy. Them BOYDM. Okay. Them boy DM. All right, that's Judge Foxy. All right, thank you, Foxy. And this is as a token of my appreciation. All right, one down. Who wants another one? Okay, I probably should have put this in earlier, but at. All right, who's next? Who's my next victim? Wait, hang on. All right. How are we doing for time? Well, it's 3 o'clock. Well, I don't know what time we started. I meant to start at 2, but it went off. But all right, Judge Foxy. Now, I think I've got to do at least one more, maybe 2. I don't know. I keep finding people I want to draw. There's a lot of drawable people out in the world, I'm realizing. Oh, right. Well, I do like this model. All right. Oh my gosh, but this is a really difficult outfit she's got on today. All right. Okay. Oh wait, this is well. Okay, actually. Okay. Yeah. Comments on a postcard, please. Oh, hello. There we are. Bruce. Bruce will have another. All right. Thank you, Bruce. Bruce, appreciate you hanging in there. Sometimes I don't know if people are there. Okay, I can see some people are there. All right, models. I'm looking for a. Okay, actually I've got a whole bunch of my photos here that I saved. Well, I did some of those already. Okay. Oh dear. All right. Well, I thought Judge Foxy. Well, they came out quite well. Oh my god! Please shoot me. Ooh. Okay. Here's a crazy outfit. All right, this is a crazy pose. All right. It's not really suited to this vertical format, but I'll figure it out and make it work. All right. Oh, actually, well, okay. Well, hang on a minute. Okay. All right, here's a good one. All right, this one. I feel like I owe you a few. All right, maybe I should. All right, let me turn myself off for a second because you don't need to see that. Okay. Okay now. Well, I quite. Look at these felt tips. All right, shall I just do something in a felt tip? More exciting. They look kind of fun. I can. But I guess I need sort of black for that. Wait. Okay. Ooh, I can do this one. All right. Let's do this one. Will be a bit more brushy then. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Well, I did that taping it down again. Well, I don't really need to tape it down, do I? Because that's not helping. Right. Where am I going to start? That's the hardest bit, is figuring out where to start sometimes. We've got this. All right. I need to come up a bit here. All right. That's like probably the right. There's going to be a lot of black in there in a minute. Let's worry about that later. Okay, I should probably go for a walk. Okay, wait. Alright, but then I made it wrong. But don't panic, because it's going to make sense in the end. There's all going to be a whole lot of shadow in there. That's sort of why I'm drawing that first, because I know that it doesn't really matter if I get it wrong. Oh dear. See, this is a bit where if I'm not doing it on camera, sometimes I get like, oh fuck, I'm just going to throw it out. But no, I've got to keep going here, and it's going to be fine. Okay. This is another one of those ones where there's a wig model. I do like those wig ads. Get a chance to practice fake hair. All right. Sometimes I'll get very loose on some of those. All right, hang on. Where are we now? Okay, so I partly picked this one because it had an interesting hand up here, but now I'm getting to draw the hand. I'm like, why did I pick one with an interesting hand? I just like to make it difficult and show off, I guess. Hands are one of those things that, like, okay, if you're really in the zone, they're a little easier. Right. Oh, I forgot to mention this model. Well, I'd like to wait to see how it comes out before I say it's the model, just in case it comes out terrible. No, this model is Emily riboflavin. I don't really know what riboflavin is, other than it's in cereal. Always. I mean, it's like they always have riboflavin, don't they? Ooh. Okay, and then she's wearing this crazy buckle thing, which trying to figure that one out as I go. It's sort of got booblies. Okay. Oh. You got to tell me when I'm going off the page. Not that I can see your comments, but that's how it is. Now, this is a brush pen. It's a little easier to draw with than a brush because it's like nice and springy. It's by this Japanese company called Zebra. They do make some good brush pens. And it was Brian Colm many years ago who suggested I use one of these. Brian, thank you. Well, he was using one, and I was like, "What's that?" And he said, "Oh, it's good." And I think you said to get them in Japantown. Ooh, I was just drawing that for a minute without paying any attention. Oh my god. I'm going to get in trouble if I do that. Okay, and then here we go. This is crazy bra time. Okay, we're going on a journey down to the Uncanny Valley. No, that's not the Uncanny Valley. The Uncanny Valley is only on CGI things. A little far off, by the way. It's another one of those super spiky bras. I got into trouble drawing one of those the other day. You know, I go like, "Oh, that looks like it would be fun to draw." And I'm like, "Wait, that's not fun to draw." That's quite fun to draw. Sort of sigh of relief. I'm like, okay, I've more or less got that in the right place. Okay, she's got a bit more. What do you need in life? All right, some more hats here. Okay, get this right. Hats. Ugh. Hats like glasses. They're another thing that they're like, wait, what? Oh no. You know, this sort of manufacturing. Yeah, sure. You got a pencil. You want to measure it out. I don't know, go to hat school and how they're put together. I mean, I guess that's what you got to do. Yeah, if you back my Kickstarter, I'll be able to afford to invest more time researching hats. Even if you don't back it, just go over there and follow along to it, because you know more followers is good. Okay, all right. Yeah. There's gonna be a little back here before I'm done. There's that. Okay. Hats are funny things, aren't they? See, everyone will be wearing a hat like this. They're all big. That's a super big one. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. So now I think I gonna need a bigger brush. I might even use the big. This is what I call the fuck off Sharpie. But it's a little hard to control. I gotta be sure I know what I'm doing before I go over this thing, mate. You know, I need to go just now with a brush. All right. Ooh, how about some music? Hey, look, Bruce is here. I could put on some music. Now, where did that go? Music. Ooh, look at this. Now, what's this song I'm going to play here? Off of the Future Sounds birthday, featuring my favourite viewer, Bruce. No, you're all my favourite viewers. I don't play favourites for my viewers. You're all beautiful, rare, and precious things. Well, who am I going to blame? I'll find someone to blame. Michael, I'll give Matt Reader first. Yeah, this model, Emily Ribo flavouring, she's got a very distinctive look, and I've drawn her a few times. I never really get her look. Some, I suppose. This is my favourite bit, Bruce, when they go, lose. Oh. All right, lovely. Thank you to Bruce Rayburn and Cynthia Louise of Charm World there. Thank you for allowing me to use your song for my nefarious purposes. Now, I don't know if Charm World is going to be contributing a track to the new EP. I have to talk to their lawyer, I expect. No, this new one's going to be more about Astrokitty, and so I'm asking, so Charm World have got their own band and their own things, so people will be, it'll be a slightly different arrangement with this new album. All right. Okay, what do we need to do here? All right. Now, this crazy bra that she's wearing. Okay, I'm going to put on the next track now. This next track. They're a bit out of order here. All right. This track is by Big Ollie West, aka Earth, Wind and Fire. All right, okay, there's going to be some method to the madness of this bra.
Educated man gets effects from books. All these things are saved in his brain and are saved in his unconscious. The history of a nation has its stronghold on personalities. The person is related not only to the members of his
I'm
family,
just going to
but
have
the
to go
whole
for it, really.
universe.
And, it's kind of messy. Like, this is my sort of technique for these things. I'm just sort of going in a kind of messy way. Oh, it'll be about right. I sort of pre-canned him a little bit. Like, I mean, if you really think about getting everyone in right, your head will explode. Just saying. I mean, you can do it. It's doable. But it's diminishing rewards. I don't know. Okay, well, I'll ask Brian about one. I guess he's got more rewards. I don't know. Maybe it's increasing rewards. Don't listen to me.
Poetry has worked wonders. It has changed the scenes of wars. It has enlivened the dead bodies with their power of rhetorician. And the real forms of society are found in society. The rulers have their influences. In practical forms, their witness can be seen. Qualities, but all events, incidents taking place all around have deep effect. These affect other people unconsciously. And its bad effects are faced by the whole human race. No good work should remain restricted only to a region or particular people, but its benefits should be availed by the whole humanity. There is one brotherhood in the entire world.
Welcome aboard.
You're my hero.
I love that. That's my friend's daughter, Scarlett. These are my friends. I'm so chuffed with this track. Oh my god. I mean, I could spend forever trying to perfect what the hell is going on with one of these bras like this. Oh my goodness. But the thing is to get that visceral feel. Like, what does it feel like? That's like, there's a lot of tactile stuff, which is why it's exciting to draw it, I think. I don't think I particularly suffer from synesthesia. I mean, not like people have it, but it's exciting to, there's definitely a sort of feeling that comes from drawing it. All right. Well, I think what we're really lacking in this is a nice lot of purple, or pinky purple. Like, what is this color? All right. Let's see. Oh, look at this. All right, this is from these inks I have. All right, that'd be great. I've had these things for like 100 years. I think I don't know. I might have brought them with me when I came from England. I don't know. There was a point where I did use these a lot more, and I haven't used them for a long time. All right, but this seems like the suitably magenta enough for what I'm about to attempt to do here. Ooh, I can this brush. Right. Flat. Right, this sort of flat brush. What about another song off the album? What's track number 3 now? Ooh, Taking Off. All right, that's by Thomas, aka Air King Sound. Now, I think I've managed to blackmail him into contributing some music. But the Kickstarter will have to fund in order for any music to happen. So, you know what you have to do. All right, what are we lacking? All right, thank you, Air King Sound.
On the lonely street.
that went a bit off. But that's why we love it. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Well, it's not quite finished yet, though. Let's do some little detaily bits somewhere here and there. Ooh, okay, she's got another tattoo. Like yesterday I did a lobster tattoo. She's got a big crab tattoo. A lot of tattoos good, but it's a little bit empty. I need some tattoos, eh? Yesterday the lobster, today's crab. I'm a Scorpio. We're supposed to get on quite well with cancers. One day I'll become a tattoo artist. It's a different discipline. I don't know if I'm disciplined enough. I know I've drawn on people's bodies. That's quite fun. Somebody said you had to practice tattooing on yourself. That put me off. But then I met someone who was learning to tattoo, and they didn't have any tattoos. So I was like, okay, I guess that rule's not a hard and fast rule. But I don't think it's. I'm not sure what a tattoo from someone that doesn't have any. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being. I don't have any. I keep thinking I want something different the next day. But all right, it's good to have commitments. Okay, I didn't really get her eyebrow. She's got a super thin eyebrow. Right, and this hat. What is going on here? Okay, this is a whole bit where I'm gonna line here. I'm gonna do some little stitchy bits or something. What do they do with these things? Probably I left that on purpose, but now I don't really need to do that. There we go. Ooh. All right, how are we doing? My camera seems a little in close today. I don't know why that is, but okay. There's another one done. That's 2 today. This one, okay, that was 1 less than yesterday. I'm doing 1 less every day. That means I'll be doing none next week. Well, okay. All right. I feel like I haven't really done a good one yet. Oh, those are okay. They're not that bad. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. How's everybody? Okay, I'm going to put on a video for a sec, and I shall return enthusiastically. Here we go. All right. I'm back. Hello. Right. Oh, wait. Why did that always happen? Oh, wait. All right. Okay. What next? All right. I'm trying to do like 3 a day, and I'm trying to make some sense out of what I'm doing. Okay. Who shall I draw now? Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going a little simpler on this one, hopefully. See how it comes out. All right, but I think I'm going to go and... All right, I'm going to use my dip pen. Which pen? Which pen? Okay, this one really... Okay, it's not my favourite, I don't know, but sometimes it gives good results. That's the only one for this one. I don't know. Okay, maybe this one. Okay. Oh, I might need some more ink. Where's my big thing of ink? Oh, here. So big I couldn't see it. How's that for ink? I shall decant it into a smaller. This is where things can get rusty. Hang on. Ooh. Calm down. All right, here we go. So far, so good. All right, now my new trip's quite full. All right, okay. All right. Ooh, okay, yeah, all right, all right. Oh, no! Oh, shit. Oh, dear. I just dropped it all over my freaking iPad. Suck it up. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm such a klutz. Right. Did I get it? Need to do more. Okay, got that. Hang on. All right. Panic averted. Okay. All right. Let's see now. All right. This is another model with a very distinctive look. Face on this one. Give me a challenge. Does not look happy in this picture. I don't really know what's going on. Oh, okay. No, we're right. We're just gonna shadow under that. That's good. That's fine. Very intense space. Excellent. All right, lady. More of the screen now. Hang on. So I dip my pen too far in the ink. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh. Actually hard to draw. No pencils, folks. Just going straight in. Oops. Probably go and work on the expression a little bit more, but right. I don't know, that's the tricky thing with expression. Like, you know, the drawing goes on too long, and then you sort of get used to the expression you got, and it looks funny if you change it. But that's right. It's quite okay. It's very sad in this picture. Yeah, okay. Okay. gone a bit quiet again. What else have we got on the album here? Ooh, theme from Planet Earth. That's a bit cheerful compared to this, but alright. Okay, let's follow up with some of this. Something a little light. Well, maybe I don't know about these tattoos here. How are we going to do them? Okay. Okay. All right, how that. All right. Well, I think that's getting near the end of the show. Thanks for tuning in. Go back to the Kickstarter. This one. Oh, there we go. This one. This one. This one. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'll be back again on Monday. Go back to Kickstarter. I could really use your support. Appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot. And I'll see you next time.
Here's a theme song for Chuck Whelan Showy. He asked me to write one, but I stole from David Bowie. Here's a theme song. Chuck Whelan is the best. We have lots of hosts, but we're running out of gas. Will you be our guest on? Will you be our guest on? Be on the Chuck Whelan Show. Whoa, 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 whoa.
If you're gonna have a show,